Oh, EME. Okay. BDSA owns Vitality B. Expected result is BDSA win the finals in a domination fashion. BDS performed the whole tournament, topped it off with the very deserving win. Nice. Okay. Also, there's Academy Worlds this year, right? So I guess this stuff matters. I don't know. Contract opens up on Fluke, Split, and Career the Sack Down. All right, let's see. Let's see. Interesting to contrast. He's so candid about the differences between Hui and Ignar. I think it goes to show how sometimes changes that appear small on the surface can have a pretty big ripple effect. I think that NRG tried to get Ignar during the offseason going to Summer Split. That was all I needed to know as why the team wasn't working anymore. Hui was apparently playing Valorant after losses. What? I think it was Licorice on Reflections recently and didn't give a very favorable opinion of Hui. Someone correct me if I was wrong who it was. Seems that he can rub teammates the wrong way. You're not wrong. Licorice wasn't the only one. Mentioned Hui's attitude making him difficult to work with. Various former teammates on multiple platforms said the same. I don't know why NRG thought he'd be a good pickup, presumably knowing this and then watching him get bodied 3-0 by EU's 4th seed, etc. Hui was the best support in the league in 2013. No, he wasn't, dude. Doesn't matter if you win a fucking championship. He was absolutely not the best support. How about we actually look at the individual gameplay of what is happening in the fucking games and then measure that across everyone inside the fucking league. Then we can stop building these absolute bullshit like LCK-esque narratives that the best players are just on the best teams, because it's not fucking true. Oh my god. Holy shit. Last like 4 years, the last 4 years having to hear that Hui is like a top support in the fucking region. One of two things is true. Either everyone is fucking dumb or every support in this region is fucking just super stupid. Like in terms of like gameplay quality, right? Which honestly is kind of a problem. But I mean, it is kind of a problem. But there are now like starting to get better supports, but you have people like what fucking split was it? What fucking split was it? Where Busio was flamed, right? When he was with Doublelift and Bjergsen, right? On 100 Thieves. So Busio was like super flamed, etc. And now Busio is like somewhat praised, and he's considered the second best support in the league. But I think Busio is actually probably even better than what people actually perceive him as, because Busio's role on FlyQuest, from everything that I know, and again, I'm not on the inside of the team, is still like restricted. So it's like a weird thing where I think because of his age and like when he came in, and also because of his temperament and like other types of things, I think Busio doesn't actually show how good he is. But like, it's so weird, man. I mean, it's so, God, I get so fucking tilted.
I mean, I think until they perform on like an international level, they'll usually not get praised too much.
Well, this is the thing that tilts me, right? And this is the same thing that tilts me when I'm having these arguments with people on Twitter, right? Like that one asshole, Zai Panda, and I recognize him because his fucking name is so goddamn unique. But he's below all of my fucking posts that like criticize things, right? This asshole, okay? If we were to both open up a VOD of like a laning phase, right? And I was to ask him what's happening in the lane, he'd be incapable of telling me. He wouldn't see what options exist. If a trade happens, he wouldn't have been able to tell me what else could have happened. Do you know what I mean? But then he wants to believe that when he's watching a professional game that he's seeing things the same way. And it's so fucking sick. And it's not to say that people can't miss things, or that they can't be introduced to new information, or that they could have thought that something was accurate and then it, you know, they introduce variable change and then they alter their opinion and stuff like that. But the gripe that I have is when people who can't see anything at all, right, without aid, or without like direction leading it.
Value.
Yes. That tilts me. That tilts me.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake. I've been doing this 10 years. I'm losing my mind, man. 10 years. Only what? Oh my god. That's actually kind of crazy. I like basically stopped solo queue 4 years ago. That's a weird thought. 5 years ago.
Yeah. Lucky you.
So for people that don't know me before my co-streaming and live viewing days, I used to basically stream solo queue 16 hours on Korea. And if I wasn't playing a solo queue game, I was coaching someone. And that was my days. 7 days a week.
Dude, I'm going to start doing that now, by the way.
Dude, that was everything until the co-streaming stuff. Now I probably play I play a couple hundred games of solo queue a year, and I play them like really spaced out, and then I do those like scrim things that we do. You know what I mean? Like during off season. Yeah. That's pretty much it. But like, God, it's so triggering, man. It's so triggering. People that spend like 10 hours a week max on League of Legends, and like maybe they play like 6 games.
Yeah, but at the same time, that is like the sort of demographic that you are technically, you know, voicing your opinion to begin with on Twitter, right?
No. I understand that. But there's personality differences because there's people that would acknowledge that that's what they do, and thus not get confrontational and combative over it, right? The same way that, like, look, if I recreationally enjoy watching chess, right? And
you're not gonna go under like Hikaru's.
I'm not like, now. Let me take an inflammatory or controversial chess personality that says things, right? I'm not going to go below that guy's Twitter and argue with him if I watch recreationally, because it's so social. I'm autistic, and this is socially fucking like inept. Like, it's so weird, so weird. I don't know. Can't see it in other walks of life. But then again, I am watching all like this fitness stuff on YouTube with like Dr. Mike and like all these other people, and then I see these like fitness influencers like flaming each other. And it's so fucking weird. It's so fucking weird, man. The industry seems so toxic. But then what's really funny is the people that just bodybuild and they have no education in bodybuilding, and they're not talking about anything scientific, and then Dr. Mike just talks scientific. You know what I mean? It's like two different worlds, but I don't understand how you... I don't know, man. Fuck. All right, we're in the game.
They have identified that as a big problem. Azir, Yone...
Okay, Yone is banned. Yone is banned.